Hey guys, it is Greg again. I want to just mainly focus on Bitcoin on this video, figure out what's going on. I know I said earlier this is a possibility. This is an impulse. This is starting to. I got into a trade, a long trade here at 38. I got out at 38.8 or 38.9. Um, got back in on this pullback and it went up to 39.3, and I decided to exit out of that trade, both those trades. And the reason why is this is just starting to look a little too three-wave-ish to me. If you look at the RSI here on the 15-minute, I don't like how high that went and then just coming back around. So I'm probably going to be going with another type of X wave, but just to go over the whole count and looking at it on Bitcoin here of what I'm coming up with is how high this is going to go. I this X wave right here. What is that? Oh, that was that trend line. Let me bring that back. Just a second, guys. Let me bring that trend line back. There we go. Of what I do know, what's going on with Bitcoin. I got these trends here. This was interesting. I got this trend here. You see, it's a nice three points that hit there. So I had it up here too. And I was thinking, well, maybe it's going to trudge all the way back up there and then make a gigantic X wave like triangle or something. So I might do that. I do know this right here, starting right here on Bitcoin. This is a three-wave move. Okay. WXY wave move. So WXY to there. You go through the RSI, you can see here's the W, and there's a connector in this area like X wave, and then it made its move down, okay, to there. You can see that trend just like that. So this move right here, in my opinion, was a WXY, a three-wave move, and there's more in within this to go down. So those are the moves that we are making right now, in my opinion. So then here, it came here, completed that, and you can see here's another three-wave move, WXY. And if you see in the RSI, up for W, and you see there's a difference, the connector, and then back up for a Y. It made a little bit of divergence right there on that Y. So that could have been like an ABC or something in there. So, so I'm going to take that off. So there, three-wave move. And then this move, I'm just going to say that whole thing is a W. This whole thing is, you take a look at this move and it came down and it did just whiz up and it made that divergence like it did up here, and to go back into an X wave is what I think. And then that move is like a smaller version of right over here, or maybe even this, like this right here, right there. Okay. And in my opinion, a lot of people are going to say this is A, B, C. I don't think so. I think it's a W, X, Y, up to that X. Okay, it could be labeled A, B, and then C, but I don't think so. I think we're dealing with WXY waves, just the way Bitcoin is moving. It's just my gut, man. When you see the movement of actual impulses, even on A waves and C waves, they move so much smoother than these waves do. These are choppy, nasty waves. And so I think this is coming up on the next wave, and how this is going to work out, who knows? It'll like if I go down into a 30-minute chart and take a look at it, dragged up that RSI really high again. See how high I dragged it up on the 30-minute, even on the 45-minute chart, dragged it up pretty good. And now here it is, and it's going to chop sideways. So this is, in my opinion, is May going to end up some type of three-wave move, like this. something like this. And it might, might keep going up, go sideways again, and then maybe go up a little bit more or something like that to swing back down. But I think this whole thing, take a look at this whole thing right here. Let me take that off. I'll show you on the smaller scale. It's probably a W up for an X, whether it hits that area or goes up here, who knows, and then down for that Y. So there's definitely a temporary trend change, like I think that there was. And what happened, instead of getting a nice reaction, impulse reaction off there, it ended up being a three-wave move. And this temporary trend change is probably the X wave, in my opinion. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. Just trying to be reasonable with it. I just, I watch the other Elliott wave guys. They just have these impulse waves, and it's 1, 2, 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. I'm not getting it. It does not move like that at all. So I'm still sticking to my story with that and calling them WXY waves until I'm proven otherwise. Because I really can't wait to get out of this. Just to get, I mean, like, just to show you an example of how these waves are trending down and the difference. Any of you guys were in the market over here, the direction is clear with these waves, when it was trending down on Bitcoin. These are ABC waves. And then there was a little X wave in there, and it came down as a clear impulse, move down, impulse move down, X, impulse move down. Okay. They were clearly identified as ABC waves with good impulses in there, and the same thing here. Okay. And the WXY waves can have ABC waves like this right here. This moved really good up. This was almost, some people were thinking this was a wave 1 impulse wave. It was actually an ABC wave. And that's how they are. And these waves are very, very choppy, starting probably right in this area. And then after this wave, and then here, right in here, just WXY, 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 all this choppy, nasty, disgusting stuff. And it does, don't know, it's hard to get a direction up, down, where's it going, especially on these X waves. So that's what I think. And then I don't know where it's going to trend up to if we're into an X wave. I don't think much. And then maybe even to swing back down, something like that. But those are my thoughts on Bitcoin right now. And then other two I wanted to go over it, just looking at Bitcoin. And then, the DXY just does not seem to want to let go. And, there's some people that are coming up now with the DXY with targets of, maybe even 105, 106, 107. And I don't think so. I look at this RSI right now on the 4-hour. I think a correction is due for this at some point. See that RSI? I mean, it has gotten up that high before. Was it here in June of 2021? It did blast up that high, but I think it's going to slow up a little bit. There should be correction somewhere along the line soon, and then possibly on that correction, if it's going to correct or if it's going to turn around. But it doesn't seem like this is. It's just going to be a correction and keep going up. And it's watching some other people that think that this is going to maybe go up to 104, 5, 6, 7. I even heard guys talk about 112 and stuff, and that's going to get crazy. If that happens, I mean, crypto is going to go way down. It's just going to get decimated. Technology, Dow, all the the risk assets are just going to get slaughtered. So everybody's running to the dollar right now. People are getting out of bonds. I'm looking at the 10-year, the 10-year treasuries. The reason these are going up is because people are leaving bonds. It's like, why hold a bond where you get 2, 3, 4%, if that? What are they, 2% right now? Yeah, 2%. And inflation is at what, 8%? And that's what they say. Inflation is at 8%, when inflation is probably around 12, 14, 15%. And in some cities, Who knows what it is? It could be 20% or 25%. I mean, why even hold these things? So people are leaving the bonds saying, forget it. It's not even worth it. Get out of those. And it seems like everybody's going back to the dollar based on the DXY and getting out of risk assets. And crypto is a risk asset. Bitcoin is not like gold. It's not. I don't see how people compare Bitcoin to gold. Bitcoin could go to $25,000. That's a loss in value of, almost 50%. It would be like 35 or 40%. How could that be like gold? That's not like gold. So, I just, you guys want to be careful in this market, going long on any of these coins right now, unless you're doing a short-term trade in the market for, a few hours to 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days on a long trade. Okay, I understand that. But if you're going long and buying coins right now, what I'm seeing and what I'm looking at on the charts and reading the technicals based on not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but other charts like the DXY and what's going on with the Fed possibly tightening even more, I think you have to be out of your mind to go long on any of these coins right now, to be buying any of these coins. I really think that you might need to see a psychiatrist. That's my personal opinion. Thanks for watching. Peace.